read about Trail 41 being cursed, I rolled my eyes. They said people used to hike it all the time. Locals, campers, tourists. But in the last decade, hikers had started going missing. First one, then another, then 4 in a single year. The Park Service closed it, chained the gate, and slapped up faded warning signs. But my brother and I, well, we were looking for something off the beaten path. It was his idea. "One last hike before I leave town," he said. "Something we'll remember." We parked off a service road, hopped the rusted gate, and started in. The trail was overgrown but still visible if you looked closely. A narrow dirt path winding into dense forest with moss climbing up the trees like it was trying to strangle them. After half an hour, the world behind us seemed to vanish. No road sounds, no signs of civilization, just leaves whispering in the breeze and the occasional rustle of something small in the underbrush. At first, it was peaceful. Then it changed. We started noticing things. First, the trees. Some of them had strange carvings, spirals, symbols I didn't recognize. They didn't look like initials or hearts carved by kids. They were deep, deliberate, and some had fresh sap oozing from them. "Locals messing around," my brother said, but his voice sounded thinner than usual. We kept walking, but the deeper we went, the quieter everything got, like the birds had left, like the forest was holding its breath. It was the kind of quiet that doesn't feel empty. It feels watched, like something unseen had taken notice of us the moment we stepped off the road. I remember gripping the straps of my backpack tighter without even realizing it. Then we saw the shirt. It was red, faded, caught on a low branch like it had been yanked off someone in a hurry. My brother picked it up, turned it over, and frowned. There was a tear across the back, long, ragged, like claw marks. He didn't say anything, neither did I. We just kept moving a little faster now. The path narrowed into a sort of gully, the ground soft beneath our boots. The trees loomed closer together, branches knitting overhead until the light dimmed like twilight. That's when I started hearing something. Footsteps, not ours. These were softer. Behind us. Just beyond sight. I turned quickly. Nothing there. Just shadows and leaves. We kept going, trying not to show how spooked we were. The trail looped around a massive rock formation and into a small clearing. That's where we found the first stack of stones. Just a small stack, deliberately arranged. 5 of them. Perfectly balanced. I'd seen things like it on other hikes, trail markers sometimes, but there was something wrong about this one. The stones looked burned, blackened at the edges, and something was etched into the top one. It was the same symbol we'd seen carved into the trees. I took a photo. My brother told me to delete it. We turned back. Or at least, we tried to. After 20 minutes, we were still walking downhill, still surrounded by the same twisted trees, still seeing those symbols. My brother stopped. "We're not on the trail anymore." We checked our phones. No signal. That's when we heard it again. Footsteps. Closer this time. I called out. "Hello? Anyone out there?" Silence. Then laughter. Faint, high-pitched, echoing between the trees. We ran. No more caution. No more pretending we weren't scared. We bolted uphill, ducking branches, scraping our arms, not even sure we were headed the right direction. Then we saw someone. A figure just ahead, standing between 2 trees, dressed in something tattered and dark, watching us. We stopped cold. "Hey!" my brother shouted. The figure didn't move, didn't speak. Then it turned, stepped into the trees. Gone. We chased after it, desperate for anything that meant not being alone out here. But when we got to the spot, no one was there. Just another stack of stones. This one freshly built, still damp from the dirt, and a single boot sitting next to it, a hiking boot, worn down, stuffed with something dark and wet. We both stared at it. Then we heard the whisper, so close. Turn back. It was behind us. We didn't look, we just ran. Branches slapped our faces. The underbrush tore at our legs. My lungs burned. My brother was ahead of me, yelling something I couldn't make out. Then I saw the gate, rusty, bent, half hanging off its hinges. We burst through it, hit the road, and didn't stop until we reached the car. We drove for miles before either of us said anything. When we got back, we agreed not to talk about it. Not because we wanted to forget, because we didn't know how to explain it. Still, every night since then, I dream of the trail. That same clearing, but now with dozens of stone piles forming a circle. I'd be standing in the middle, and in the dream, I wasn't alone. Something moved just outside my field of vision, always pacing, waiting. But 2 nights ago, my brother called me. He said he couldn't sleep, that something was pulling him back. He said he kept hearing things, dreams maybe, voices, whispers that sounded like, "Come home." I told him to stay away, to ignore it, but he didn't answer the next time I called. That was 3 days ago. Last night I got a package, no return address. Inside was a single photo. It showed my brother alone on Trail 41, standing in that same clearing with the pile of stones. But now the stones were gone. In their place was a crude circle of sticks, almost like a burn pile. And he was wearing the torn red shirt we'd found. It looked tight on him, suffocating. And his face, mouth slightly open, eyes wide, terrified, like he'd seen something behind the camera the moment the picture was taken. Behind him, in the shadows, that same figure, closer now. I flipped the photo over with shaking hands, scrawled in smeared ink, barely legible. He's back where he belongs. You're next.